In the crowded universe of self-help and personal development books, its most promising big results with small efforts leave you feeling overwhelmed and disappointed. But Tiny Habits by B.J. Fogg is different. It offers a simple, surprisingly effective, and easy-to-follow method for forming lasting habits that truly changes everything. As a Stanford behavioral scientist, Fogg doesn't rely on the romantic notion of unlimited willpower or abstract concepts. Instead, he demystifies the process of change by breaking it down into small, achievable steps. His book is based on his Fogg behavior model, B=MAP, which helps us understand why we do what we do. He argues convincingly that motivation, often the holy grail of self-improvement, is a fickle friend. It ebbs and flows, making it an unreliable guide. Instead, the real engine of change is ability. By making behaviors as easy as possible and a prompt, a clear and timely trigger that sets us into action, this revelation is liberating because it shifts the blame away from our supposed lack of willpower and places it on the design of our habits. If a behavior isn't happening, it's not because we're undisciplined, but because our habits are poorly designed. This simple insight is the core of Tiny Habits. The brilliance of Fogg's approach is that once we grasp these principles, he provides a clear, actionable methodology for creating tiny habits that stick. He walks us through a process that starts with clarifying our aspirations and ends with designing tiny behaviors that we can execute in seconds. This might sound overly simplistic, but the power lies in the consistent repetition of these small steps. As Tiny Habits suggests, it's a small step, consistently repeated, that generates unstoppable momentum. But Tiny Habits isn't just about stripping away the complications of habit formation. It also introduces an element that sets it apart from other habit-building books: celebration. Yes, you heard it right. Tiny Habits encourages you to celebrate, even to dance, to fist pump, to shout yes internally after performing your tiny habit. This might seem like a frivolous add-on, but it's deeply rooted in neurobiology. Celebrating, even in a small way, generates positive emotions that reinforce the neural pathways related to your habit. It's this emotional association that wires your brain to repeat the behavior. In essence, Tiny Habits provides a fresh, hopeful perspective on lasting change. It's a beacon for those who've tried and failed, for those who feel stuck in their self-improvement journeys. It's a reminder that change is possible, that it begins with small choices, and that these small choices can lead to remarkable transformations. If you're looking for a scientifically backed method for lasting change, Tiny Habits is a must-read. Remember, start small, celebrate often, and be patient with yourself. The power of Tiny Habits lies in the consistency of tiny actions, not in the intensity of occasional bursts.